Today is clearly Bharti Airtel, which has hit a fresh 52-week high as well after it announced the acquisition of Telenor India, which will boost Airtel's 4G presence in India. Reema has more on that.
News is Bharti will be acquiring Telenor India, the spectrum, the revenues, the subscribers, as well as the fixed assets. Telenor India has 1800 megahertz contiguous spectrum in 7 key circles, which include Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Maharashtra, Gujarat, UP East, UP West, as well as Assam. Why is 1800 important, 1800 megahertz? Because then you can provide 4G services and the ecosystem is best developed for the 1800 megahertz to provide 4G. So this will clearly boost Bharti's 4G presence, allowing it to compete directly with Reliance Jio. Now, Airtel already has 4G presence in all the 7 circles. In 6 of them, it has about a 5 megahertz holding, and in one of them, Andhra Pradesh, it has a 10 megahertz holding. So it did really need to buy Telenor spectrum because it anyway has a presence, a 4G presence in all these circles. But adding and increasing your capacity in these circles is important because it can help you, combat Reliance Jio, which anyway has a lot of spectrum. And this is a time when, the war is being fought on 4G. So it's good to, for Bharti Airtel to accumulate its spectrum. The transaction will close in 12 months and the deal is seen positive for Bharti Airtel. Now, if you quickly to run you through Telenor's financials, revenues are about 4,800 crore for the last 4 quarters. EBITDA margins roughly around the 7% mark. ARPU is at 90 paise per minute. Subscribers are at 44 million with a revenue market share of only 2.5%. The reason the revenue market share is so low despite significant amount of subscribers is because Telenor has been very aggressive. Its pricing has been aggressive, which is why the revenue that it generates per minute at 90 paise is much lower than that of the industry heavyweights. To compare it with Bharti's India wireless business, well, it's much lower. So in terms of revenues, it will be a single-digit addition to Bharti's India revenues. Margins are lower. The ARPU is half of that of what Bharti India Wireless enjoys. Revenue market share is at 2.5%. Bharti is at 33%. But the key to note is the kind of synergies Bharti Airtel will be able to unlock from Telenor's spectrum, because Bharti already has presence. It's already made the required investment. It can straight away just add one carrier, use the spectrum, and get incremental revenues from Telenor's spectrum. So it is, in terms of the gross margins, Airtel can enjoy from Telenor. It could be as high as 60%. So in terms of synergies, Bharti can really unlock a lot of it. Back to you.